Hola amigos, my name is Sergio. Wonderful, snowy, crispy day today in Kiev, and I want to speak with you about mini drone DJI Spark. If you're ready, let's go! I don't want to dive deep in specifications and technical characteristics of this drone. Today I want to speak about how to make cinematic footage out of this little tiny piece of technology and whether it is possible at all. So I will share with you some of my tips and tricks on using DJI Spark, and in the end we will make a very little conclusion. So guys, tip number one, location. Before even putting your drone up, please go around the location, take a look, think about the shots and footage you want to do, because when your tiny drone is up, every minute is a battery killer. Every minute counts. Tip number two, gimbal speed. By default, gimbal speed is at 100%. My recommendation is put it more to 0%. It will make your footage more smoothly and more buttery. Tip number three, ND filters. Must have, really must have. Go to Amazon and buy yourself a bunch of ND filters. By using ND filters, you will make your footage look more quality and more pleasant to the viewer. Tip number four, lock exposition. Guys, don't forget about this feature. Our Sparky has very limited dynamic range, so in some situations you have to be a boss and make decisions what you want to be in range. For example, beautiful sunset or trees and mountains below. Tip number five, tripod mode. Tripod mode will decrease the speed of your Spark, and you will get in the end more smoothly buttery and stabilized image. Tip number six will be very useful for one-band filmmakers. It's active track mode. Don't be afraid to use it. You can get very good and interesting image from active track, and it is cool because while tracking you can change retrospective from left to right, but you have to be very careful with obstacles around you, so don't damage your drone and be careful. Tip number seven, quick shots. I use them all the time. They are very handy, especially if you have no remote controller with you. Those presets give you almost ideal smooth motion in post. The clips are about 30 seconds long, so it's more than enough. Tip number 8. Very useful hack. If you press the monitor of your app while flying, blue circle will appear, and you can manage gimbal angle quite smoothly with it. Guys, home at last. It was freaking cold day today in the park, and now when we are in comfortable and warm conditions, let's talk about things I like about DJI Spark. First thing is its mobility. It is so tiny and small that you can put it almost everywhere, in your pocket, in your backpack, and you know, when we travel, size matters and weight matters. Second thing is noise. It produces less noise than, for example, Mavic or Phantom Pro or Phantom, and less noise, less attention to your person. Third thing is quick start. You can launch it from your palm, from the palm of your hand. So this is a really cool and fantastic feature, because 3 seconds your drone is in the air and you're taking your footage. Fourth, people around like him. Really, people around like him, you know, he's like a little child. Everyone likes children. Yep, and almost everyone loves DJI Spark. Things personally I don't like about DJI Spark. First thing, and no guys, it is not 4K. I really think that 1080p for YouTube videos is more than enough. First thing is only 30 frames per second. Because if you want 24 frames per second for cinematic footage, no. If you want 60 frames per second for smooth buttery image in slow motion, no. Second thing is no adjustable picture profiles. The image out of Spark is so highly saturated and over contrasted, and I don't understand why guys at DJI didn't give us, for example, at least some kind of neutral picture profile like GoPro gave ProTune for its users. Third thing is 1 by 2.3 CMOS matrix with highest ISO of 3200 in video mode. Crap, it is so noisy. So guys, if you want some cool footage of sunset, prepare to use denoiser in post. Fourth thing is battery life, and I really understand that Spark is a tiny little piece of technology and the battery in it is tiny too, but really in life we have only 10-11 minutes of flight time, so if you want to take a good footage, prepare to buy some spare batteries for your Spark. And finally, last one, fifth, price. I think that Spark is really slightly overpriced. It has these gesture modes which are almost totally unusable, and it really lacks some of the features that we filmmakers really need. Let's make a conclusion. What do we have in the end? Main superpower of DJI Spark is its mobility and size. Spark gimbal does its job perfectly, and I have no questions about video stabilization. But it is very hard to get the picture you want to see from it. It is very hard to color grade the picture in post. It is very hard to match colors between DJI Spark footage and your main DSLR footage. For making photos, again, almost 4K resolution, but lack of RAW format. For videographers, lack of bunch of features. So, like for everything in our lives, we have to pay for its mobility and its size. Personally, I am ready to pay for it at this moment. But I have to say that DJI Spark is a very big step forward in drone building technology, and I hope that DJI company will hear some of our thoughts, and in next versions of Spark it will make it even more better. So guys, I hope you like this video. If so, hit like button. If no, smash it. Subscribe to my channel. Keep inspired and see you next time. Bye.